What's up, guys? Welcome to the next installment in this Herping Tips 2019 series that I'm doing, where today I'm going to be talking about the importance of knowing the geographic area that you're going to be herping, as well as studying the species that you're going for and knowing the habitat that they generally reside in. Stick around. Alright, so if you missed last week's video, I'll leave a note in one of these corners. I don't know which one it is yet. Go click on that, check that out. Last video I talked about board laying and tin laying and the importance of knowing how they differentiate in absorbing heat and where to lay them and all this, that, and the other. A lot of good information. Be sure to go check that out. Definitely. So first off, I want to start by saying that, and no, this isn't like a paid sponsorship or anything else like that. If you're a herper and you don't already have one of these, a Reptiles and Amphibians field guide, this is key. Knowing the habitat that they're going to be around so you can better hone in all these other factors to better increase your chances of actually finding the species that you're going for on that herp trip. Now, when it comes to studying out the geographics, I don't really know, is that the right word? The layout, there we go, we'll dumb it down. The layout of the area where you're going to be going to herp. The importance of that, and why I bring that up, is because right now is the best time to do that. And if you're like, Jordan, what do you mean by that? Example, I love to fish. Whenever I would go out to this lake, around the winter time is generally whenever they would kind of pull water out. The level in the lake would drop by like 10 to 20 feet. So what I would do is I would go around the banks where I normally fish, and now all this structure that was normally covered by water is not covered by water anymore. So I would take pictures, and then come like spring and summer when they would fill back in the lake and the water would rise back up, and now all these things are covered up by water. Now I have the pictures on my phone, and I would know where the fish were going to be based off of the weather and all these other outside sources that would factor into how these different fish species were going to be reacting and congregating around all these different structures. Now, if you're thinking, how does that relate to herping? Right now, if you live out in a wooded area, it's winter. Any area that was like a big, like leafy bush or anything, it's mainly just like sticks and stuff. So you can actually go and look and find all these different places that were normally just kind of covered up. Like you might find this big kind of bluffy area that actually might have a little pocket, and it turns out it's a den, but it was all overgrown and everything like that, and you just thought it was a big ass bush. So if you go around in the area where you're going to be herping and just really study it out, then you'll have a better idea of where these little snakes and lizards and everything else like that are going to be. Now, the importance of studying the species that you're going to go for. I have seen and heard so many times, I've gone through it myself, where people will go out to herp, but they have no idea what they're really looking for. They'll go out and they'll start flipping up rocks because they saw a video and this dude flipped up a rock and there are tons of snakes. Plug in my extreme herping video, which if you want to check that out, just click right up there. Just saying. They'll just go out with no knowledge and they'll continue to do that, and next thing you know, it's supposed to be a really happy, enjoyable experience. It's just nothing but just aggravation. They're walking around and they're pouring sweat and they're itchy and mosquitoes are biting them and they're hungry, they're tired, they got pulled over for road cruising like 15 times. It's not logic. Like, don't just go out on a herping trip with no plan at all. Have somewhat of a game plan. Like at least 3 or 4 species that kind of generally share the same kind of habitat. Get one of these books and really study up. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed it and you learned something from it, hit that like button. If you're brand new, definitely subscribe, because I'm going to be doing these videos from now until like spring. I'm probably still going to continue on doing them into the spring, but once I actually get down to Tennessee, I'm going to actually plan on doing a video related to the board and tin thing where me and my buddy Bo actually go out and film the whole process to show you guys so you can actually see it's something tangible you can see rather than just looking at my dumb face and listening to me talk. If you have any tips yourself that you want me to touch on in a later video, leave that down in the comments. I want to know, what is your #1 goal species that you want to find in 2019? Because mine is the timber rattlesnake. Because yes, I live in prime habitat, but it's embarrassing to say that I have yet to find one. And it wasn't for lack of trying. Anyway guys, love you, and I'll see you in the next video.